Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today, and today we're talking about the new kid on the block, Destined One of Scales. I'm gonna mess this up a million times in this video. Aelquilibra. It's supposed to be a play on equilibrium and Libra. Aelquilibra. So we got to see this guy in the newest episode of Cardfight Vanguard going up against Welstra, and while his skills overall felt pretty underwhelming, his actual support that we didn't see is pretty good, and actually the support we did see is pretty good too. So we're gonna go through the cards for his support. We're gonna talk about him real quick. I did this live on stream, and then we actually built this deck on stream and we played it for a good like 3 hours. So if you guys want to see those live streams, I stream Cardfight Vanguard every Tuesday right here on YouTube or over on twitch.tv/Zafikel. You guys can be here. You guys can give me your deck ideas, text you want me to try out. I'll try them out live. Or if you guys want to play me, I play on Cardfight Area and Vanguard Pro. So, without further ado, you guys enjoy this type of content. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's jump in and start talking about these cards. Up first, we got Gerel Dragon. I'm never gonna get these names are like German. They're based on German weaponry, so a lot of these names I'm gonna mess up. Just bear with me. We're gonna go fast and furious. Rake 10 Warfare Dragon. When this unit is rolled upon by a Gatling Cannon Dragon, you may call this card to the rear guard. If you call the card, soul charge 1. A lot of people say this ride line's not great, but there's actually a reason why I stuck with it, and I'll talk about it when we get to a certain grade 1. Overcharge. So overcharge is kind of the keyword mechanic that's introduced with this deck. If you guys saw the episode, you probably already know how it works, but basically if this card was chosen by the effect of Aelquilibra, then he overcharge triggers off of that. So in his case, if he gets chosen by Aelquilibra's skill, he gains an additional 10k power. Grade 2, Gatling Cannon Dragon. When this unit is rolled upon by a grade 3 with Aelquilibra in its card name, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less card from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, put the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. If you reveal a card with the overcharge ability, soul charge 1. This skill is actually great because it's free. You just check top 3, add a card, costs nothing else. This deck has a really simplistic game plan, and you'll see as we go into the gameplay. It has a strong plus engine. It draws a lot of cards. What you want the deck to do is really cool, but it's super simple. It's a really easy to pick up and play deck. Great for beginners. I will say that once you get past the divine turn skill and you have to actually start thinking about what you're going to give your powers to get maximized on your abilities, I think that's where the deck gets more interesting, which is kind of funny because the deck hits like a truck. Alright, Destined One of Scales, Aelquilibra. Act Vanguard once per turn. Soul Blast 2. Choose 3 of your rear guards. They get 5,000 power until end of turn. If you chose 2 or more rear guards with overcharge ability, draw a card and this unit gets 10,000 power. You will always have at least 2 overcharge cards. Always. And it's cool because while you have 2, your third card doesn't matter. You can pump up anything. Divine Skill. Act Vanguard. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, counterblast 1. Choose 2 of your rear guards and they get power plus 5,000 until end of turn. If your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, choose one of your opponent's vanguards and deal it 1 damage. The increase of trigger effects revealed for this effect damage check get minus 10,000 power. Alright, compared to the other divine skills in the game, this one is extremely lackluster. It can close out games because that extra damage can push your opponent right into range for killing them, especially with the numbers this deck can hit. But the fact that all it does is give minus 10k power really is annoying. If they had just made it, you know, whatever trigger you get off of the divine skill is negated, this would have been a really powerful divine skill. But by doing it in this fashion, an over trigger can still stop your kill turn, which never feels good. But with a card like this that damages and any other trigger, they wouldn't have gained the power. An over trigger just shuts you down, especially since you have to do a whole setup. If they get a draw trigger, they still get to draw. If they get a heal trigger, they can still heal. It really brings down the divine skill of the card. The extra 5k to 2 rear guards is dope because you can basically give all 5 of your rear guards plus 5k power, pumping up your whole board and activating all the overcharge skills. Or you can stack 2 different powers on one unit, which is a play that I commonly do with the Drag Raider Aelquilibra. But we'll talk about him in a second. It's just, if they had just made it so it canceled out triggers just for that one damage, I think this divine skill would have been fire. But as of right now, it's probably the worst divine skill out of all of them. We're playing Drag Vader as our over trigger. Being able to restand a massive Vanguard is going to be great. 8 crit. We're going with fronts. The deck has really, really strong draw power and really, really consistent draw power. And though it does hit really, really high numbers, allowing it to hit even higher numbers is great. And there's just so many decks out there that just hit crazy numbers. You kind of just need the extra shield. Our perfect guards, we're playing for Shenri. Shenri is a great soul support card and a really, really strong early game card. Also, this deck does play in order, so you can, even if your opponent has a full board, since this deck doesn't have really any retire, because we have an order, we can still get Shenri's skill off and still be able to draw cards and get more cards in the soul, because, you know, he does Soul Blast too. This is Drag Raider Pharesia. This is our countercharge card. Overcharge, auto rearguard. When this unit boosts, if this unit was chosen by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Aelquilibra in its card name, this unit gets 10,000 power until the end of that battle. At the end of that battle, if you do not countercharge this turn, retire this unit and countercharge 1. Built-in countercharge, really easy to use. You just choose it with Aelquilibra's skill. It's a 23k booster. So this guy is one of the better cards for the deck. I know he's just a grade 1, but what he does is awesome. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have 2 or more units with overcharge, Counterblast 1, draw a card, soul charge 1. So the cool thing about this is that he also counts himself. He doesn't say to other. That's why we kept the ride line the way it was. Because if you ride grade 2, call out Rake 10 Warfare Dragon, and then call him, you can then Counterblast 1, draw a card, soul charge 1. This deck does not care about counterblasts. Not only does it have a countercharger built into it, the deck doesn't counterblast. Besides this guy, the only other card that really counterblasts is the Order and the Divine Skill, which are going to do once per game. So they have great resource management. His overcharge skill is the same that all the other grade 1s have. If he was overcharged, he gets an additional 10,000 power. We're playing for Brachial Force. It's a Dragon Empire deck. This is the most hated card in all of Dragon Empire. Your opponent will drop crazy guard to stop this card. It gives us a little bit of retire. It's another draw card, and we can pump it up with Aelquilibra. Alright, this is our main. The next 2 cards are our main offense cards, especially this one. This is Drag Raider Aelquilibra. During your turn, if you have 3 or more units with overcharge, this unit gets 5,000 power. Again, super easy to do. Overcharge, this is the one that matters. When your Vanguard attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if this unit was chosen by the ability of your grade 3 or greater unit with Aelquilibra in its card name, Energy Blast 3, stand this unit gets 10,000 power. So this is our multi-attacker. 2 of these with 6 energy is disgusting because the numbers are crazy and being able to do 5 attacks is unnecessary. And then we've got Panzer Trek Dragon. I probably pronounced that wrong, but this guy has an overcharge ability as well. When this unit attacks, if this unit was chosen by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Aelquilibra in its card name, Energy Blast 3, and this unit gets 15,000 power until the end of that battle. At the end of that battle, draw a card and retire this unit. Yeah, he's just a big beat stick that draws you a card. Because of the energy costs and because of how important especially Aelquilibra is, we're not playing energy cyclers because of that. You could definitely fit the Soul Blast cyclers in here if you wanted to cut 4 cards, because you will never run out of soul, especially with cards like Shenri and Edel. Easy. Last card is our Order to equalize the scales of the world. You play this with a Counterblast 1 if you have a Vanguard with Aelquilibra in its card name. It sucks that it's not live till turn 3, but it is a grade 3 Order. You choose 2 grade 3 or less cards with different names and the overcharge ability from your drop, and you call them to rearguard. So it just builds a board for you. And just off this alone, Aelquilibra is going to draw you a card and get 10,000 power if you use his skill on the 2 cards you call. Like I said, really easy to use. Not a very high skill ceiling. It combos out. The combos are pretty fun, but you guys will have to see once we jump into the game. So enough from me. Let's go find a match. Alright, we got a match and... Whoops. Well, now they know what I'm playing. We got a match and we're going first. And this hand is bonkers for going first. I'm actually going to send this back and this back. So Aelquilibra is unfortunately can't stand unless you're attacking a grade 3. So that's a little bit of a downside. And those are better cards anyway. This deck can actually go pretty ham going first or second. Going second, you do have access to your divine skill. Whether you want to use it or not is up to you. We'll get rid of. We don't know what we're playing against. It's fine. But then Shalhoub is also live, which is a big deal because Shalhoub is like your main offense card. So what are we playing against? We're not. No way we're actually playing against Thegria. We are playing against Thegria? Interesting. We're gonna no guard this. We're gonna have a pretty offensive next turn. It sucks that they got a crit, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're gonna draw off turn. What do we want to discard? We'll discard our counter charger. We don't super need you. Ride grade 2, grade 1 skill, call itself, and soul charge 1. Main phase. We're gonna call the grade 1 skill. This is what I was talking about. Counter blast 1, draw, soul charge, and we're also gonna call these two. Shenry skill is gonna give her plus 5k power. Battle phase. We'll go 16 first. All right, swing with the Vanguard. Now they have to decide if they want to guard the Vanguard. Only one. Oh, what? All right. So the reason we're giving the crit to the rear, this is a 33k attack. They have no damage triggers. They have to dump a million cards to guard or jump to 4 damage. And we want to encourage them to guard. Like just a pumped up Brachioforce, they might not have guarded, but we want to get all those cards out of hand, especially since we're going to go ham on our next turn. So that's, they had to just drop 30k in guard. And now this skill goes off to the soul and we draw a card. Easy peasy. And if they had let it hit, they would have jumped to 4 damage. We would have used Brachioforce to draw an extra card. So we also, by giving the crit to the rear guard, we also limit the chance of them getting another damage trigger. So there's that too. What the hell is that thing? Oh, I don't give a shit about that. Oh, I don't care about that. Do your thing. Yeah, you messed up. Alright. Draw. Thegria swings with really, really big numbers, so we probably should keep the PG. Alright, we'll ride Aelquilibra. Use the grade 2 skill. We check top 3. Boop. Ooh, shit. Ooh, what's in our drop? I don't even know. Maybe I should just grab the grade 3 and just go for extra draw. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then these go to the bottom of the deck. Because we only had one. Yeah, we only have... Oh, we could have caught both of these if I got the order. Shit. Oh, well. This seems like a better play since we're only going... We're on our 3rd turn. So we're going to call and call. Skill, Soul Blast 2. Soul Blast you and you. These guys are all going to gain 5k. And then we're going to draw a card. And our Vanguard gains 10k. So now this guy's skill goes off because he got overcharged, getting an additional 10k, and they're going to gain 15s. So we're going to go to battle phase, and we're just going to swing at the Vanguard. First check. Second check. That sucks. When this unit attacks, we're gonna swing, skill, energy blast 3. Alright, skill, retire, draw a card, swing, skill again, energy blast 3. 56. Go ahead and guard that. I'm cool with you dropping that. I don't know why I just did that. I meant to draw that, not drive check it. But it's okay. We've got plenty of overcharge units for next turn. And our opponent left the game. Well then. Alright guys, we got a game, and unfortunately we gotta go second. But we're gonna try and draw some serious offense. We're gonna send you back. We're gonna keep the 2 Brachial Force. That's gonna be great on our second turn. 2 Shaloobs? Hold up. That's gonna be bananas when we get to turn 3. Oh, we're playing against Gandiva? Nope, we're playing against the mirror match. Perfect. Now you guys get to see what all the cards do. Alright. We're gonna draw. Probably drop the shield. So, I had a game right before this that our opponent ended up quitting. We actually had like a crazy amount of offense. So, I might throw that in here on the front, depending on how this game goes, if it goes too fast or too slow. So you guys might see that. If not, just know it was crazy. But hopefully I'll be able to show off a little here too. I wish we had our grade 1. We're gonna no guard here. I don't like that they got a crit already. And I can't guard anything. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, we're going to discard Brachial since we have 2 other copies in our hand. He's going to call himself out. We're going to soul charge 1. And then we're going to call the 2 Brachials. Battle phase. Skill. Vanguard swing. Cool. And then he's probably going to guard this last one. Yep. Alright. This sucks. We're already at 3 damage and he's already at grade 3. This is going to hurt a lot. Well, now you get to see what the offense of this deck looks like. But hopefully we can be pretty explosive on our next turn. Alright, so he's adding Persona Ride. Damn, we have 2 copies of the order and we can't even use it because we have nothing in our drop. This is bad. This is a bad day, guys. Bad day. And he's got his multi-attacker. Oh, yeah. So that's the grade 1 I was talking about. It's really good in the early game, but it's also good in this point because you don't use your Counter Blast for anything. So he just Counter Blasted 1, drew a card, and Soul Charge 1, and he's doing it again. Cool, 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 cool. So he's going to end up with 6 cards in hand at the end of turn. That's okay. I can deal with 6 cards in hand. Maybe I might actually be able to kill him next turn, depending on how explosive we can be. Yep, and he's probably going to obviously give it... Oh, he can't... I forgot. He can't restand on his first grade 3 ride. So Shaloob needs your opponent to be at grade 3, so he can't restand. I forgot all about that. So we're just going to no-guard this, and hope we don't get crit to death. Word. I'm telling you, energy cyclers are not great in this deck. We're gonna guard and intercept, and then we're just gonna take the last hit. We wanted to conserve as much as we could because we're gonna need it. All right, let's do this. Okay, just one of these orders because we don't need both. We're gonna ride. Check top 3. I guess we'll grab the Persona Ride? Nah, we'll grab the PG. But the PG is the most important right now. Because if we don't kill him this turn, we need to be able to live. Because we don't have any boosters either. Maybe I should grab the grade 1. Considering we're trying to kill him this turn, I probably should have grabbed the grade 1. But it's alright. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to Soul Blast 2. We're gonna give 5k here, here, and here. We're gonna draw a card and give our Vanguard 10k. That was a great top deck. Because now we're gonna call, skill, Counterblast 1, draw, Soul Charge 1, Divine Skill. We're gonna Counterblast 1, we're gonna give an additional 5k here, and here. So now these are gonna stand at bigger numbers. I should have put that behind the Vanguard, that's fine. But now they gain 5k off their own skill, and our other booster gains 10k off of his skill. So now we're gonna go battle phase. Fuck it. Might as well, right? Alright, let's do it. We're gonna go 33 to Vanguard. We might be able to kill him this turn. Okay, he's dope. Thick. At least we get that. Alright, I don't feel so bad now. I mean, he's gonna deal us a damage, and I hope we can live this. If we live this, cool, we win, but it's I swear. That's the third time that's happened to me with this deck specifically. That my opponent got the over trigger on the turn I was pushing for game. Because he still would have had the Vanguard attack as well as two 25k 25k rear guards, right? No, they would have gained 10k, so they would have been 35s. So it's just like, god damn it. I'm so ass hurt right now. And he got a Persona ride, so this is gonna be annoying. Let's see how he does this. Alright, he's going 53 right off the bat. Let's pray. We didn't even get a damage trigger. Cool, cool, cool. PG. I'm actually kind of happy I let myself go to 5. Oh my god, this game. This fucking game. 33. 48. 63. Thank God for the PG. But look how many cards he has in his hand now. Let me top deck Persona Ride. I didn't top deck Persona Ride. Cool, cool, cool. So blessed too. So obviously we gotta give it to our attackers. And we'll make this one big. Vanguard gains 10k, we draw a card. And that's all we got, because we got cooked. That's just a sad day. Alright, here's hoping we can do something. I think the biggest slap in the face is the wasted energy. Because now we're at 10 energy, because we had 9 energy ready to go. 1, 2. Alright. First check. Second check. Crit. I mean, I guess there's that. And yeah, another perfect card. He has 3 cards in hand. He's gonna pump up his back row. Because if he has the order, he can call a front row, but now he has to play cards from hand. So I like this. Oh. Cool, we die. We super die. I'm salty, but I'm still gonna say good game. Even the guy apologized. Alright guys, I'm gonna have, this was short, so I'm gonna have probably have both games in here, but I hate over triggers. They always just piss me off. Honestly, if he hadn't got that over trigger, I probably would have won that game, that turn. But now you guys got to see from both sides how offensive this deck can get. The numbers get ridiculous. They burn through hands so fast, and you can get easy 4 to 5 attacks a turn. Even without the 5 attacks, it reminds me a lot of Buff Saga with the numbers it can hit. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to check me out on social media, those links are down below. If you guys want to see me do this again live, Tuesdays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube or over on twitch.tv/Zafikel. We should be getting the new Zorga on Alden support next week, so we're probably going to try all that out. I haven't tried out the couple new Welstra cards, so we're probably going to mess around with that too. So be ready to see some more content from me. That's it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.